Hello ladies and gentlemen. We're just gonna test the stream. It's just been working, so I'm playing on the same day as the last episode, and I just thought I would add a little bit more to this farm before I finish with it for the day. Literally. So I don't know if you heard that in the background. That's me just testing the stream on another PC, making sure it's coming through. We're just going to test the stream. It's just been working. Yep, it is. It's working fine. So I aren't giving these videos episode numbers. What I'll do is I will just organise them in the playlist for the order that they're in, and each one should have a separate theme. You should tell by the way things are in the yard, like we're just in the middle of converting this grass to silage. It's going to take a long time to empty this. It's currently now at 99%, so it's just about ready. And before I do that, I'll show you the start of that bunker and getting things ready. But we're going to take... I've just refueled these vehicles. My grandson did repair them and wash them for us. And I'm just going to go and nip down and get them started on this shorter episode, hopefully. And by shorter I mean... well, we need him to slow down, that's it. Potentially about a half hour, maybe a little bit longer, I don't know. I just need to run this down and it's scary waiting for this guy because he comes down too fast. I tell you what I've done wrong. This is what you should do correctly, is go in and set his cruise control not from 51 down to 25 max. And I know that's a little bit on the slow side for most people, but I assure you, if we do that with this one as well, thing is, he's going to go where this red one goes, and if I go close to the rocks, he will go close to the rocks. And weave all over the place. The game keeps spawning them in. Oops. Totally not looking where I'm going. Just concentrate on getting this one down the road. So he's, for some reason he's overriding. And it's just a constant battle. There's a tree stump there that you can't be ground. That can't even be picked up. You have to push it out of the way with a bale spike or something later. But since he's following me, take it nice and easy down here. There's the shark. And so hope he gets onto here. We're just going to add these to the My grandson's seen more than one shark at once. I've just had him turn round on us and go that way, but I thought I saw him swimming that way. I was just looking to see if there was more than one. I have seen it, can confirm that he had more than one shark because it was on his screen. So we have these two gaming computers side by side, and okay, well, he should find us. If he doesn't, this is to him, isn't it? And I just need to go over there. We'll let him catch up. Then I'll disconnect him. About there. Now he's not in the way. And we're going to go and get the baler. And we're going to turn all this grass into bales. Now I could do what I did the last time, which is just keep cutting the grass on top of cut, on top of cut, on top of cut. And that gave us enough grass to fill the silage bay, but there's quite a lot there. It's going to take me ages, so I thought I'd do a couple of grass cuts. Where in this pass we'll just cut the grass and bale it, and then I'll sell all the bales, and then the next one we'll cut the grass and we'll turn it all to hay and we'll sell all the bales, but we'll keep some. We'll keep maybe a couple of stacks for ourselves. I've been toying with my lad wants me to put the what's his name mod on? The winter mod, seasons mod. And then I wanted to try this map because there's not a lot of information on it with the global company. So in these settings here, advanced settings, I'm sure that I deactivated that, so okay. You want to go to a course 07 cut and bale and windrow, which is the one that the grass cutter is running on. And then when we come to actually doing this as a course, I'm just going to pick up this little bit loose. Here to get it running. And then we'll say drive the course. And the only problem I've next got is that when he was driving this course the last time, I had to set him to be off course by so many meters to the side, offset, and I wanted this offset to be 0. So you see, he should actually be driving along this central line. One right, one left, minus left. avoid fruit. Let's deactivate that because we're driving on the fruit. Let's just try it. No, you see, still turning off. And how's about that then? See this swath that's on the ground? Doesn't really matter what we leave on the ground because we'll be picking it up on one pass or another. So 8 looks to be the fastest it can go. I'm trying to increase the speed of it, but that's the speed of that. Thing full stop. Now this one also needs the same course on, but it'll need a second course added to it for when it's full. So this one will take the same F7 course and we'll have to be on field work for balers. We'll open it up and set it on its course. This is where you got to be careful because it could drive itself off the cliff. Also, that's because I didn't have first waypoint on. So it's brought that in on its own, and now the only other thing I have to control is the offset, which I think I used to be able to move this around. So you see how it is not picking up. I'll just wait to see if it gets the second bell. Right, so it doesn't. So this one is now going to pick up the bales. Its turning circle's totally different. And then I also want its speed. That one's 8 miles an hour. So we're going to have its speed. Brought right down. So I think that courseplay got a little worse when it went into FS19. In 13, I think there's different things you can do with it, and unfortunately I can't even upgrade it now because I don't know how many people have messed about with courseplay, so I try and keep my original courseplay for 13. Right, so I just need to spin it round. And go and pick up these 2 bales so they don't cause me any grief. And it's handy to know when this is full. Monitor it the first time round, because when we come to actually put in the next part of the course for this vehicle in place, we want to make sure that the course is entering this course that you can see laid out already at the correct point. You don't want the vehicle to have to drive over too far. Now I don't think we're going to be able to pick up all the bales, especially these ones on the corners. I'll pick this one up manually, but you see the turning circle there was too great. And it's quite awkward to get your field just right where oh, he's trying to get back to the first waypoint. Current waypoint. Nope. I'll just temporarily speed him up. And you do actually want him over more slightly to the left, like he is. You see he's not dead centre of that line, the blue line above him, because you need him to clear them bales, and you need him to pick the bales directly after the bale has put them down, and hopefully the baler won't drop the bales on the corner. You should have a thing in the courseplay to say don't drop them. Now I'm not one for taking out these white trees, but certainly a couple of them ordinary scraggy trees, because the white trees look the best. The birch, I think they are. Also, this vehicle should not overtake or undertake the baler, so that'll give me another option just to watch it. Looks like there's a hay bale there as well. One hay bale in the middle of it all. Yes, so he is curtailing his speed to the speed of the baler. She's 8 miles an hour, but you say it says we're doing 19, 20, 21, and when we stop for a little bit. So it doesn't really matter. Maybe that's our vehicle catching up with the baler saying what's going on here then. Because this is the thing about laying courses next to each other, especially in the main farmyard where you might have a lot of courses crossing each other. So what happens is, if you've got a tractor with a front loader arm and it crosses another path of a vehicle or another vehicle stood in the yard which also has a front loader arm, that seems to send the course a bit awry, should we say. So you don't always get to see what it is that's causing the glitch, but we just know there is a glitch. So another 2 bales I think we can get on this trailer. And you just notice it because, you know, you have vehicles where it's just a tractor pulling a trailer and there's nothing extra to worry about. Yeah, so that trailer's fully loaded now, I think, and that's why you stopped. So from here, using this particular course, we'll turn the baler off. So turn the course off, stop the driver, turn the actual bale loader off, auto bale loader, and from here we're going to take these bales and sell them. Now I think, let's just go back to the map, and this gives us opportunity to save the game. I think that bales I don't think it differentiates between the two. Where did the gold want to go to as well? 14 grand for the gold mine. Yeah, so we should have took them to the gold mine. So we lost a couple of chunks of gold. What's this? Don't know what it is. I wish it would just print the word, even if it's in Slovakian or German or whatever, because you can't always tell. I think that is maybe here. That's grass, and that's maybe straw. And it says nothing apart from the straw barn. So let's have a look where the straw barn is. Straw barn is up there, is it? Right. So I do believe I have a course, but it's not an X course. Also, yeah, okay. Right, so to make sure this vehicle doesn't cause any collisions, here's the thing you've got to do. So we'll drive forwards a little bit. And then we will start course recording. Ideally I would like it to be on one of these, but it's going to have to be direct too. So, recording the course. Clear the old course off. Start course recording. Actually, we can do it on that one, but we don't need to. And to avoid any collisions with the vehicles that could be there when we do this in the future, we will have to drive down to the bottom. It doesn't ensure no collisions, but it, you know, it's probably the best where we can do it. We could turn back on the field here, but since there's a road to the left, I'm going to risk it and say that we might not collide with anything that's turning, and then get back out onto the road. And increase our speed. We will add one more vehicle into the list later, and that will be the bale wrapper. So the field looks a bit of a mess there. So I'll have shown some interest in wanting to get that field. And that might be a nice little field for him to have a go at. Because he likes playing farming simulators, but he doesn't play farming simulators the way I do. He plays it. I don't think he's ever harvested a full field, apart from when I've sat over him with an iron fist. So, you got to do this next, you got to do that next. He doesn't like driving the tractor about, even when it's that's a nice field. Even when it's higher workers, I say just leave him doing the job, and then, you know, watch your tablet whilst you're doing it, and he'll finish the field for you. So now, what we do when we're here is we come to a stop. I think that's the sell point. And what I'd like to do is have the vehicle reverse into the sell point. So what we've got to do is actually just disconnect the trailer. A lot of people don't know how to do this. And basically, imagine you've driven in, and then you drive in a straight line away. This is to straighten the trailer out a lot. And then, imagining that it's straight, and I know I haven't got a trailer on, but you drive all the way. I know you don't. I've just messed it up myself. So get all the way to here. Let me just fix also potentially what I've done. We're just going to delete back to that point there. So if you feel you've made a mistake, we'll go back 2 more, and then I'll put it back on again. Unpause. Now we're back in the recording mode without that reversing manoeuvre that I did. So then the basic idea was to pull forwards, and I think I've still got it wrong. Let me take it back a bit further to there, because I want to make sure that trailer goes straight. And as long as you've got the trailer straight when you start, you're okay. So we'll switch the recording back on. So it's as if that first bit didn't happen. We pull into where the trailer wants to be, the back end of the trailer wants to be about there, and then we'll turn, and we will follow those wheel marks that I've put in already to about there. And now we're going to turn the camera around and change the direction with this one, and then we will reverse just the vehicle all the way in to the bay. Don't worry about it, because the vehicle will stop, and then we will change the direction, and then we will drive out, but mustn't turn until you've reached the exit, because in reality your tractor might only be about here and then might start to pull forward. So we'll pull forward, and this is where we would drive out of the farmyard, going this way and all the way back to the farm. Now unfortunately we can't test it just yet, because I'd need to stop the course, and I want to make the course in one complete twist. So until we come to doing it the next time around, you won't appreciate what I've just done. Unless I end the course to this point. There is another way you can do this. Just to finish this particular way, what I would do is I would go and empty the trailer on its own, and then I would drive back up to that point with the trailer on, and then pick up the recording all the way back to the farmyard. But there is another way you can do it. So what you could do is you could stop your drive to course here, and I'll show you that by doing it this way, because this is going to be a better way in the long run. I'm going to reverse, undo all of that. It's going back around the yard, there it is. So once it gets to that point there, in the recording, it'll drive down to here. But before we enter that thing here, we're going to do a stop. Okay, and then we'll call that one Field 7 capital F, Field 7 to straw barn. Like that, and save it. Then we'll go back to the course, we'll clear the course, we'll start recording. Again, we need to detach the trailer. So from here we're going to start recording here. So when that other one stops, it'll drive forward and pick up this, because we'll add the courses together. Same thing as before, and this time you'll be able to see it unload. Driving up to here, click the reverse just the vehicle on its own, not the trailer. And what this does is it records the trailer as being reversed up to here, this point, the end point of the vehicle, and then you change back to forwards drive. But then imagine when you had been reversing that trailer in here, it might have stopped about this point here. So we're driving forward and we're still recording, so you'll still need to pull forwards from wherever the vehicle stops and then do your turn, and then you can drive out. And we'll say that that is the out, and we'll end it there, and we'll call this because it could be coming from any field, not F7, we'll call this one we'll call it straw barn unload auto baler. So it doesn't really matter what's on the auto baler, the place will take all of those. Now we'll just add those to the save. And I'll show you this course right now. If I can learn to drive. Right, so obviously it stops there and then it drives forward because we join these courses together, and hopefully I think I might have the wrong. Let me just stop it just in case, because I'll just take it out again. The course I would want collect or wrap bales is that one. I would have said it wanted to be one of those other bales, but they're not available. That one there is for collect or wrap bales though. And the only one that's relevant is this one. So let me just see if it works on that one. I don't think it's going to work on this one because it won't unload. Unless when it hits that trigger. But it certainly will reverse. And reverse straight as well, by the way. So it's in the trigger, you see, but it literally didn't know when to stop. It should have stopped earlier than that, and now it's driving out. So let's try this one. See, I never ever used that. I've never used it before. Just need to turn around. Give it a go with that. I don't think any of these options are going to work because the normal option that works is the one where it says fill and then unload when the harvester is in place. One of these ones. I don't think that one's going to go into that mode either. The only other answer would be to put a waypoint on it. And let it unload. Right, so one last one to do would be that one. That one there. I don't think it's going to do it on that one as well. If it doesn't, I'll have to remake this course. It won't do it on this one though, because this is actually a field course. Okay, stop the driver then. So we'll scrub that one. But there is one where you can unload this, and I don't know, I can't remember how to do it. That was the particular one, but here's another way to do it. We'll start course recording. We will leave the trailer behind. We will drive in. But just here, we'll put a waypoint on. That'll stop the tractor, and we'll get a notification to say it's reached its waypoint. And this time I'll only drive into there because obviously with the trailer on, it should stop at that point. And I will also then put another waypoint there. No. Well, yeah, because it won't get that far anyway. Then we'll drive forwards, pull out and round, and stop there ready to go out the wagon, out the yard. But obviously if we come to manage it, we'll be sending it off on its way and saving that one the same as the last one. So straw barn, unload, auto baler, yeah. And we need some other differentiator in there, so straw barn, weight, so I need a couple of letters taken out there. So I can put weight in. Like that. Weight and unload, you see. So we'll save that. Come round. So what it should do is drive forward, and then you'll see a message will appear on the screen. Says we reached its waypoint. Well, it's appeared there, but it's appeared too early. Let me just stop that and go around and see if I can get it to do it one more time. So here we go, first waypoint. Imagine it's just come off another course that's delivered it to this point. It shouldn't stop, dependent on maybe how far ahead it is looking. Yeah, so okay, let me try drive now. This is where if you're manually controlling it, you press the Y and it should stop again before it crashes. So I'll need to redo that because it can't reach the waypoint. So I'll stop the driver. I'm going to call it quits on that course. So if you make the same sort of course opposite these two little bollards, or wherever your trailer, the end of your trailer just needs to be in there, so you only need to reverse this far back without the trailer on when you're recording the course, and then you can press the Y button and then you can drop your bales and you get £5 grand, 5 1/3 thousand. So, and then we do that, and then you would just hit drive course, because it's still driving course, and it would pull its way out. But it's not going to do that because I messed it all up with not having the correct stop points on. So we'd only have two to make if I do it this way. So knowing full well that my course normally started about there, I'd delete that course, go into here to start course recording, you need to drive in this deep in order to get the back of the trailer, which will just be entering between the wheels. The lines I've already got there, your back of your trailer will just be entering as you straighten up. So the back of the trailer will be about here, and then you can straighten up to here. This is where you would put your first waypoint on to send you a notification that your trailer's arrived. Then when you turn up for it and you press drive, it will now reverse, but it'll only reverse up to the vehicle will reverse up to these bollards, because that will mean that the back of the trailer will be inside that box behind us. And what we'll do is we'll set another waypoint, and then we'll change to driving forwards, and this time when we're pulling away we can actually start the turn because we know where the front of the vehicle would have actually been, which was there. And then we'll do the stop, and then we will go call this one straw pan wait unload. Auto baler. Add this one to the course. Then start the rest of the thing, which is just the vehicle just crossing that line. And because I've left the trailer in the way, I should have pulled it up there in the gap. I can't really get in, so I'll just connect the trailer up and reverse it out. So you can see where that course ends, and then it'll move forward slowly, and we'll turn that off. We'll start another course recording all the way back to field 7, which by now there must be plenty of more bales for us. And of course that you can see in the distance there the farm, all the cliffs and stuff. So yeah, the silage will be ready now. There's the bale. I'll just that was because I wasn't here being attentive to the fields, of course. He's stuck up on, he's got bales up under his vehicle and all sorts of stuff. I'll sort those out in a minute. So basically this vehicle would then come back from its job, run back past a petrol station if possible, and if I haven't got a petrol station to run back past, I would run past a Bowser that I place. If I've got a big field to do like this, and say it's full of seed that I'm running to a silo, simply running past a petrol station like that, if it needs it and it's within the last 20% of its fuel tank, it'll fill up again. So just delivering the trailer to here with a stop, not a wait point. This is going to be Stroban to field 07. I've already got one of those somewhere, but you know, and then of course it would switch back to, we'll close that one, it would switch back to this run. So you would add all these courses together, and this is where I'm saying that the new course play doesn't seem to run as well as the old course play. And I think that when I was giving it different courses, whatever I'd set for that course, so this course should have automatically that set fieldwork, and it doesn't. So first waypoint, drive course. Now it'll start picking up the bells based on how I had it last set. let's watch you do it for a bit and then I'll be back. I'm just going to go AFK for a moment. I'm back. These bales are very nicely laid out. And it might just be a case of me having to take a few of these trees out. You know, it's not something I want to do, but it just stops them from creating a lot of problems for us. Another thing I used to have for the front of the tractor, and sometimes it was able to be equipped on the arm, was like a bull bar for pushing the bales out of the way. You know? And we'll put the last two bales just there. Press Y to unload the baler, hopefully. Let's have a look. unload the baler once you've turned it off. There you are. So then we'll fold the baler up and we'll put the baler away again. Until we next cut the grass. Again, we could have taken this for a clean. Yeah, I think we will. We've got to do some maintenance on the grass cutter anyway. Look at the state of it maintenance wise. Go give these a wash and a clean. So why is he stopped? Because he is stuck on a bell. This is normally picked up via going through corners. Forgot about this guy. They might need a wash, but they don't need any maintenance. So. It's noisy out there. Right, so I had said I was only going to go for about half an hour, and you know, it's just like it is. That's how it goes. Okay, Kincaid. So the problem is, Just thought I'd be a bit of a wally and do it that way. Not working, of course. You just get tired of it sometimes, and you want to have it quickly done, so you just run in like an idiot, and next thing you know you're spending the rest of your life fixing vehicles. So this one, don't really want to do this, but should use that Pons, whatever they call it, P-O-N-S-S-E. I smash into them all. Separate them. It's like when your mum brings you up when your kids and smacking your bum because you've been causing trouble or something like that, you know. Okay, kinky. There you are, that's that one. Right, so hopefully nope. Went to the first waypoint, didn't see that. Look at that really, because I've still got one standing outside the area. Right, so I reckon if we just pick up a couple more bales, you'll see that that's what I've gone to the length of on this particular video, and I think I've cleaned it up to what it was. Maybe this isn't the correct material, I don't know. Right, so nothing else to pick up. And adding a course F7 to straw ban. And then once we're there, straw barn unload. Wait to unload. Yeah. So that's going to be there. Let's go and drive the course. Right, I'll leave you there to see him drive off the field. Okay, I'm going to turn him off and put him back on when he gets up here. Oh dear, not watching what I'm doing. At least that sort of like survived. Nearest waypoint, which is going to be up here. Right, here we go. Now we should behave as we expect, only that I haven't got the return loop back on, and we'll see if we can find that. Straw bound to F7, there it is. We've got 3 combined courses already, so we can't add another one just yet. So I hope standard isn't going to be hour and a half long episodes from me, but yeah, I'd only anticipated doing about somewhere half hour, 3/4 of an hour, and it's been about twice as long. So we're now at 1 hour 15 minutes. Let's end it when we get down to the bottom here and we've offloaded these. And just leaves me to say thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for watching. It's always welcome to come and watch, and You know, so I do watch quite a lot of people's videos, but well, imagine we're on some other part of the map and we're doing something else. The message we will get will probably come up just above the minimap here. We know we've sent this vehicle, and when it gets up to nice and peaceful, apart from doing an Evel Knievel jump in the tractor with 16 bales on the back of the trailer. So this isn't me driving, as you can see. This is the AI course, and it will stop, give us a message, which it has done just here. Then we'll get an option to say to it, yeah, just keeping it like that. If we go to drive now, we should be able to press stop. The Y button, that puts us up on the key. Let's try this stop. Right, so he's not stopping. So it might just be that we have to totally unload manually. It would have been nice if it had gone. It's another 5,128, so the price must have gone down a little. And anyway, we'll send him back. We just need to so now that will finalise that course. Stop the driver until I drive him out of the yard a little bit. That's right. Okay, thank you very much for watching, ladies and gentlemen, and I will catch you in the next installment. Okay, ta-ra bye.